and welcome back to A Better World. This is your host, Mitchell J. Rabin, and we're very glad you're joining us again today. Today we are on location at Findhorn in Scotland, and we are seated with its co-founder, Eileen Caddy. Eileen is known the world over for her many books, last of which is this beautiful little tome, Opening Doors Within. And she'll be speaking with us about that and the work of the foundation and the incredible impact it has on the world. It's a model, it's an eco-village, it's a spiritual community where people have gathered from every corner of the world and have come to get in touch with something inside themselves and to help form community and bring, you could say, one of the main themes of this show, A Better World, spirit into action. So we're very pleased and honored to have Eileen on the show with us today and speaking with us from her fount of knowledge and wisdom. Eileen, thanks so much for being on the show with us today.
It's a pleasure.
Good. So why don't you first tell us about what, after so many books, inspired you to write this last one?
Well, it's just little bits of guidance that have come to me throughout the years, and it's been put together by David Platts. And here it is, and it's going out. I was told it would go, my word would go out to the four corners of the earth. And when I say my, it's the God within me.
Yes.
And so this is something that has gone out and out. And it's been translated into, I think it's nearly 30 languages.
Mm.
And so that is why when I read it every morning, before I leave this house, I visualize a world family reading these little simple pieces of guidance. And it's a wonderful feeling of oneness, of wholeness.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And peace.
Oh, well, in fact, you have helped to create a world family right here on your doorstep.
Absolutely.
For the past some 40 years almost.
Nearly 40 years.
Nearly 40 years.
Not quite. It's 39 years this year, and it's 40 years next year.
So in fact, a vision you had has actually come to fruition.
Oh, it always does. You see, whenever I have a vision or I have a piece of guidance, and I always hold it in my consciousness, and I never let it go until it manifests in form. And God's promises do. They always manifest in form.
Now, it's interesting because at various points along the path in your life, you've had very serious questions about the presence of God and whether you can actually trust that voice.
No, I've always trusted it.
Did you feel that you could, though? Always?
Yes, always. Ever since I suppose I've been living this life now for about 46 years. And I know that all these promises do come about. And I give thanks daily for these promises, because I know that they will come about. But sometimes I have to wait a long time. And I think one of the first things that I'd like to share is that to just show you how I've had to wait for these things to come about.
Mm-hmm.
I was told a long time ago that I would be reunited with all my family at the right time. And I thought, well, perhaps another month or perhaps a few weeks and so on. And I had to wait until I was 80 years old before I was reunited with all my family. Oh. I have 4 sons and 4 daughters, and they hadn't even met.
Oh.
And
in a sense, from separate families.
2 families. They're
right.
only just from 2, yes.
Yes.
And I left my 5 children, and I left my first husband to be with Peter. And that's how that came about.
Yes.
And so I had three children from I had 5 children from my
first husband,
and 3 from my second. And I was told, yes, you will be reunited with all your family at the right time. And I had to wait until I was 80 years old before that happened.